nobody else. Ooh. I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. Like, baby, ooh, I never know. If anyone finds you, kissing on you in public. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome. It is a brand new day of a brand new year, and we are going to get started. Today, we are talking about ready, set, take action on your goals, whatever your desires is, wherever your focus is, right? So, initially, we talked about writing the vision and making it plain, right? You know, getting to that end result, that end desire that you want out of your life. And then we talked about making a plan or a strategy to get you to that point, right? Now you have to get in the driver's seat of the vehicle, which is the strategy, and you have to get to that vision, which is your destination, right? So today we are going to talk about how you are going to get to the destination, being the driver, the route that you're taking in order to get there. You the driver, you have full control, and you can only get you there. You got to put your own foot on the gas pedal. It's time to go. Okay? So, just to get started today, y'all, listen. We're going to talk about action. Taking action. See, taking action ain't just about you getting up and doing stuff and making things happen. It's all a mental process as well, right? It requires developing yourself. It requires developing habits. It requires a routine, a system that's in place for you to be able to navigate and keep you on a schedule, right? The first thing we need to talk about is stress, though, right? With action. So when you are not taking action, it causes stress. And that's because you are out of alignment with your system and you don't want to you don't have the means to get back on track. You got to be on track. So taking action really requires you to have an organized, balanced life and to organize yourself and stay organized throughout the process. See, organization is not just a one-time deal. This is a process that has to be done over and over again in order to keep you in alignment so that you can have a stress-free life. Literally, like that's mainly the only time we stress. It's when we don't have our life in alignment and we stop taking action on what it is that we want out of life, right? So, thank you. So what we're going to do is talk about the action that it takes you to get there, right? Of course, you already know what to do because we wrote the plan, right? We wrote the plan. We had the vision. They came to mind in the previous videos. And we wrote the plan, the strategy to get you there. So now you in the driver's seat. Let me tell you how to press go. Press that gas pedal, okay? Now, in order to do so, you have to reflect. And every week you have to reflect. Think about what it is when you initially start that you need to do to keep yourself on track, the organization, whether you have a weekly to-do list and also a daily to-do list, okay? Because there's some things that you can do throughout the week. It's no specific day that is required to be done. And you can kind of habit stack, of course, where you can have it as a filler in to do in the middle of the week sometime as you look at that weekly list. But then you have to have that daily list where you are accomplishing your goals as well, right? Now you're going to have to be organized. And I mean, being very organized will help you relieve so much stress because when you're not organized, you tend to fall behind on things fall to the wayside, it get backed up, and then you get frustrated because you feel like you're losing control of your organization and you give up. But as soon as you get back on track, at least with starting out with making those lists, it will give you a sense of relief that you can get a handle back on your situation, right? So you have to sit there and reflect every week on what it is that needs to be done, what it is that wasn't done the prior week, right? That you need to add to the list. But now that probably needs to be a priority if it wasn't completed the previous week. So You're going to make that list every week. Reflect on what it is that you have done. Reflect on your accomplishments that you did do. Because when you reflect on what you have done, that's the motivation right there to give you the drive to say, you know what? I want to do some more. That's that push that be like, wow, I did all of that in a week. Okay, yeah, I could do more. Now I'm gonna challenge myself to go harder, or I'm gonna challenge myself to do better than I did the previous week, because it's like a sense of, a feel good, right? Now, with this, when you reflect every week and you have accomplished something the previous week, go ahead and give yourself a little reward. Maybe you want to do a little ice cream date with yourself, or you want to treat yourself to something nice. That's something simple. Because remember, you're doing it weekly. You ain't got to do nothing all big and lavish and stuff until you actually accomplish your vision, whatever that vision is. That's when you do the whole all out big thing for yourself, right? And but for the weekly task, you could just do something small to reward yourself if you need that reward for yourself. But I think it's a good thing because it keep you focused, right? So you're gonna have to be focused. You're gonna have to take accountability, right? You're going to have to take accountability for everything that you are doing and everything that you're not doing. You also have to take accountability to make sure that you are doing the most important thing next. Don't worry about the big overall picture. Worry about what is the most logical thing that I could do right now to take action to accomplish whatever it is you're seeking to accomplish, right? What is it you can do right now? And that's constantly going back and revisiting your list as well, right? And the main thing is this: you want to have an organized life in your personal life too. So creating those budgets or meal plans or system setups where you have an household chore list and stuff for your family to be able to, where they can help you, where you can distribute it out to them so the burden isn't all on you. So you have that in order so that it can give you a sense of relief, because when you are organized in your personal life, now you can start to focus on what it is you want to grow to and where you want to get to, right? Because you, as long as your personal stuff ain't done, you can't got time to think about nothing else. But when your personal life is in order, now you can start to think about the other areas of your life where you want to grow, right? Now, the thing with inaction is this: when you don't take action on your goals or whatever it is that you want, there's this sense of fear, right, that some people have. And the sense of fear that you have when you don't take action, it's a big thing, right? But it's not bigger than living with regret. The worst feeling in the world is to live in regret because you were too afraid to take action towards your goals, dreams, desires, what have you. So, would you rather live a life walking in fear towards your goals, walking with the fear? Or would you rather live a life where you stay comfortable, stay in the same spot, not taking action, and living a life of regret? Because deep down inside, even though your ego has this mask on that's trying to help you stay comfortable and trying to keep you from getting hurt or being vulnerable, you have to realize your spirit man is screaming on the inside of you. Please take action. We gotta get here. Your spirit is on the inside, like, come on, do this. Like, what are you waiting for? And you keep fighting against that feeling. It's time to take action. If that is taking place in your life, it's time to take action towards your goal. So reflect every single week, right? You have to have one specific day that you should set to reflect on what it is that you've done the previous week and what it is you want to do the upcoming week as well, right? Then you want to have a day where you focus on nothing but maybe your personal obligations, like your personal obligations that you need to do. That way, that area is taken care of, and what you're working on towards is taken care of. So, I was going off of the system of using 5 minutes to complete task, right? Because you can complete task in 5 minutes or less. But I was talking to somebody, and somebody said they do it in 2 minutes, and I'm like, what? You could do tasks in like 2 minutes or less? Like, yeah, just find tasks that you can do in 2 minutes or less. They don't take that long, and you can get it done right away. It's just the same as if you go when a commercial comes on, right? So when the commercial come on, you like, look, let me get up and do something. and then get it done, and you can go back and watch your show. And you can find time in ways like that. So, or maybe you might want to skip your show for that week and just go ahead and take care of what it is that you need to do. But the main thing too is finding that time for you to take the action. I say this: if you work a 9 to 5, give yourself at least 15 to 30 minutes every single day before you clock in for somebody else. Give yourself your best energy first. So, whatever it is that you have to accomplish, make sure you give it to you first before you give it to any outside entity or person or thing or what have you, right? Before you dedicate it to picking up the phone and checking social media, before you dedicate it to just letting the weight of the world that happens every single day. So, make sure that you making the time, like make it, find it. Don't make no excuses. We're not making excuses when we take an action, right? So you have to know when you're going to rest and when you're going to take action, because there's a time for rest. We're not going to overburden ourselves. We're not going to overwork ourselves, because that burnout will make you just be like, you know what, forget it all. I don't want to do it no more. I'm done. It's too much, because you're putting too much on yourself. So have a even playing field where there's balance in your life, where you're getting enough rest, you're getting enough time for your personal business, you're doing your 9 to 5, whatever you have to do, and then as well as going working towards your vision or whatever you have for the new year. Okay, your intention. So that's what we're going to focus on. Be accountable for what you do and what you don't do. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace, but pick up the pieces and add it to the following week or day or what have you as a priority. You said good yes tomorrow. What is yes tomorrow? What is that? Happy New Year. But what is yes tomorrow? Yes the year? Okay. Whatever it is. Good yes tomorrow. But so that's what we got for you. Take action on what it is that you want to do. Make sure you're not going towards a life of regrets because you from inaction, okay? Because one thing about it is there'll be a time where you can't do nothing. What it say when at night when no man can work? You'll be in regret because of all the opportunities and times that you had to be able to do things that your soul desire, to be able to accomplish things that your heart longed for, and you didn't do it. That's the worst feeling in the world, because now you put your mind in this mental place where it's just constantly thinking about how you could have replayed scenarios over and over in different ways to get it done. Why even go through that? Why even go through that, putting that much on you? Okay? So make sure you keep your life in alignment, because we are going towards stress-free living. That is what God wants for us. He wants the burden to be light for us. God wants us to have as least amount of stress as possible, if none at all, okay? So in order to have that type of life towards freedom, that's the true freedom that you want, to be stress-free from everything, even if it's your bills or what have you. He don't want you to stress about none of it. Everything should be a breeze. Everything should be like copacetic, okay? He said, yes, tomorrow is sort of a parable greeting from is, was, and is to come. Them what eyes to see will see. Happy New Year's. Much success to you as well. Many more great opportunities to come in 2025. Stay consistent and healthy, focused and motivated every day and always. That's my sunshine. You are my sunshine. How are you? Happy New Year's, y'all. Everybody in here. So that's what we're doing. We taking action on our plans. We doing it the right way. We going to reflect every week on what it is that you're doing. keeping those lists and checking them twice, because you going to realize if you really the one naughty or nice, okay? Ain't no Santa Claus going to be doing nothing checking for you. You going to be the one to take accountability for yourself to see if you checked that list off or you didn't, okay? So make sure that you are taking accountability. Make sure you writing them lists, whatever list you got to write for yourself to keep yourself organized. Get a little binder, one of them little binders to put your papers in to keep yourself organized, or maybe you use tools in the app store. I don't know, whatever work for you. I like handwritten because I need to see it. Okay, I don't like all that phone stuff, but make sure that you got a system in place to where it is easy for you to navigate. Make sure you're doing things that you can do in small tasks. Break it down really, really small to where you can accomplish it with ease. And if it's something really big that you need to do and you don't want to do it first, okay? Make sure you do it first. Do the easy stuff last, okay? But make sure you giving your best energy to you first. The first thing you do every day outside of God is giving you that time. So if that means you need to wake up 15 minutes earlier, that's okay. Go to bed 15 minutes earlier. But make sure you put you first, because if you don't put you first, who else have you found to put you first? Nobody. Nobody, baby. I want you. I don't know, but yeah. So put you first. Make sure you put you first. And that's another way to put you first, is when you are taking the action that you need to get where you want to go. So you, the driver, it's up to you. Are you going to press that gas pedal, or you going to push them brakes and stop? Okay? You going to stop and just sit there at the light? Hey, it ain't no light. It's a stop sign. You might stop, take a break, get a breather, but get back at it. Get back on your destination, all right? If you got to stop and get you some snacks along the way to recoup and get your mind back right to get back on your path, go ahead. Do that too. But make sure you stay focused, laser focused. And I'm going to tell you something right now. When you start taking action in your life, every single type of distraction that you can think of, fathom, and you probably don't think of, because it's going to catch you off guard. It's going to come from the left, right, and everywhere. It's going to try to stop you from your destination. And it's not really to stop you, but it's to see how determined you are to stay focused with your eye on your own prize. So that's really what it's set up for. It's like a little roadblock. You know how to get around it. And if you got a GPS on your phone, baby, let me tell you, the GPS will reroute you to a whole nother direction. It's way better than when I was coming along. I remember taking trips, road trips down south, and baby, we had to get on the computer, the big old big booty computer that was pregnant, and we had to get on there and write down the instructions step by step. Okay, you got to go take I such and such. You got to take this interstate for 75 miles. Then you got to cut over to this interstate for 10 miles to get back on this interstate. And if you miss it up, or you get on a business route to the place that you don't know, and you looking at this paper and you lost, man, you got to go in the gas station to ask somebody where you're at. So now you have the capability with everything that we have now, the technology. You have the ability to go and find whatever it is that you need in order to get you to your destination. It's no more going to the library having to do the research that you need. No, you can go right to Google. The technology that we have today, you don't have to print out the directions to get you where you going no more, okay? I don't know if y'all remember that. Maybe I'm telling my age or what have you, but you know, that was just taunting to be able to print out or get one of them big old maps and try to highlight in the route that you got to take to get where you're going. That was the worst. So I guess kids of these days, they'll never realize our traumas of trying to go take a vacation. But that's what you have available to you today. Technology is your best friend. You better use it as an ally and a tool to be able to get you to where you got to go. Stop saying you don't know what you got to do, or you don't know how to get there, or you don't know what's next. What is the most logical thing you got to do? If you don't know, let's say this. If you don't know something, you can go to Chat GPT and it will give you clear instructions. Clear. As long as your question is very detailed to Chat GPT, It'll give you the next steps. If you don't know the next step, go talk to God. And God will give you the next steps as well. But ChatGPT, that should be your next best friend. Because it'll get you to where you got to go. It'll help you to do whatever it is that you're focusing on doing. So make sure you use the tools that are available to you to take the action that you want to get to the desires that you want in your life. And guess what? You're guaranteed to be successful in whatever area that you are focusing on to get to your vision. You said when you're in tune with the ethers, you can hold your hand out and find north, south, east, or west by the magnetic ether field. Wait. I think I'm going north. Hold on, wait. Where is it at? I ain't in the ethers. I ain't in tune, I guess, because I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. I don't know. Maybe I gotta go outside. Do I gotta stand outside or do it? What I gotta do? Cause teach me that one. You gotta teach me that. You got a channel. You gotta start a channel, and that way you can teach me how to get into. You got a lot of knowledge. I noticed that about you, Steven. You got a lot of knowledge. I mean, a YouTube channel. But anyway, y'all. That's what I have for y'all. It's simple. Take a breather if you need to. Don't burn yourself out. Pace yourself. But make sure that you are taking the action for you. Putting you first. You can't expect nobody else to treat you better than you treat yourself. So this is the time to show to you who you are to you by the actions that you take in your life. Okay? The steps that you take to make sure that you are put first, to make sure that you have whatever it is that you love, desire, or what have you. You got to put you first. Don't worry about what outside things or people gonna think, what society has deemed to be a part of. Do what makes you feel good on the inside. Time to take the mask off. It's time to take those masks off, because those masks that we wear, that ego, is hurting you. It's stopping you from going where you want to go. And if you taking action on something and you worried about somebody that's not taking action on themselves, it's time to change your perspective. It's time to change your perspective, okay? So, yeah, that's it. That's what I got. Okay, you said you hold your arms out like a cross. Okay, like this. Wait, I don't know. Okay, slowly turn and tune in to your right hand. Listen and wait to feel a slight pulse on your fingertips. Hold on. Okay, north will pulse the strongest. Okay. Okay. You said start using more fresh ginger. Nasty. Okay. And start using more fresh garlic. Okay. Spicy, nasty. Okay. And turmeric. Okay. Coughing. Choking. No, this it's what's good for you ain't right. In food, tea, and vegetables. Okay. Put in your food, tea, and vegetables. Thank you. What else y'all use? Oh yeah, your diet as well is what's gonna help you to be able to sustain in this time as well. It's good for you. I'm in agreement with you. All right, now don't do me. Don't do me. I'm in agreement. So let's take fresh ginger, fresh garlic, and turmeric in food, tea, and vegetables. Okay, that's what we doing. And what else? What else we doing? What's some other good herbs and stuff that that we can use in this time. Especially now since the sun is kind of minimal. I don't know where you are, but the sun kind of it do what it want to do. It come out when it want to. It be acting like us sometimes now. Across like crucified style. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, like, oh, like this? Like this? No, wait. I don't. Like this? Crucified style. Once you tuned in and know what you're looking for, in a sense of feeling the pulse, you can use one. Oh, you can use one hand? Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to go to Chat GPT and see about that, huh? Look, I just told Joy to go to Chat GPT. I'm gonna have to go check that out, see how I can connect with the ethos. Teach me a thing or three, right? To know north, east, south, and west with your fingertips. Let me see what that be about. I'm gonna try it too. Cause I love a good sense of direction. I love it. I can go somewhere, and as long as it ain't too complicated, I can go somewhere that I can navigate all the way back. Right. It's like you're a human compass. Uh-huh. That's why I say you get more in tune. That's a good thing. I like that. That's how God made us. Okay. Wow. I just learned something new today, y'all. Hey. I feel like I'm growing for real now. Like I'm learning something new today. Because either I'm learning or I'm growing or I'm devolving. Evolving or devolving. I like that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take action, right? I'm gonna have to take action on learning this human compass and then on getting me some herbals. Cause I needed that. Especially with the sun not sunning lately. Okay, do I put that in my tea? Do I put that in tea too? Or food? Or just tea? Wait a minute, what am I doing? Am I crushing this stuff up? Or am I crushing it up to put in there? And then straining it? Or am I leaving it in there? Let's see. Oh, it's for the food. Okay. It said fresh thyme, sweet basil, and then it said lemon. I thought are limes better than lemon? Cause I thought somebody said limes. I've read that somewhere. Limes was I mean lemons are good, but lime was better than lemon. Or lemongrass. Wait, you said lemongrass. What the heck is that? Bay leaf. I love bay leaf on some neck bones. I tell you that. So let me see what it hit for by itself. Cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg. You know, it's funny that you put, you said lime to you is better. Crush and put in your food. Okay, crush it and put it in food. Practice. Hold on, wait. I'm going to come back to you, Steven. Hold on 1 second. Crush and food. It's funny because, like, when I was trying to stop eating meat and stuff, I was looking at it and I'm like, you know, it's really dead carcass, right? That's what I was calling the meat, trying to get away from it. And then eggs, I was calling it aborted fetus because I ain't want it to be too appealing to me to want, right? But in all actuality, Rosemary. But in all actuality, it's like we really don't like the meat. If you ever smell meat that didn't have seasoning on it cooking, it stank, right? Especially when you start seeing that blood forming, you like, I be like that, right? But it's really just the herbs and the seasonings that we use that make the meat taste good. So it's like, okay, now let me try the herbs and stuff by themselves and see how it tastes. Cook up a good herb meal or what have you. So I'm gonna try that. Thank you for that so much. Okay, now Stephen. Practice in a room. Spin with your eyes. Hold on. Spin with your eyes closed. Try it then. Use a compass to see if you're in tune. Okay. You found that out by accident. Then you fine tuned it and share and sure did and for sure it worked. I could sense direction by doing that. Hmm. Okay. Spin in the room. And I got a compass too. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna tell you. I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna try to tell you in the next video. Next time I see you, I'm gonna try to tell you if it worked for me. Okay. Wow. Look at y'all with all this good old information. You said I'm a fish man. Halibut Shalon. How you say that? Shallion? Shalon? Shallion? Sea bass? Mahi, swordfish, salmon, and red and yellowtail snapper or cod. Love oxtail. I love oxtails too. I love them. It's just, but it's like it's not enough meat. You got to get a whole bunch because I sit there and eat the whole, just the oxtails by themselves. Yes, you are a fish man. Very much so. Because the Chalion, I ain't even know nothing about that. Look, you are a fish man. The most I've probably had in fish is perch, whiting. I think I had bass. I like orange roughy. I had red snapper. And cod is okay. I had cod. And yeah, whatever else the little fish, but and then whatever that fish is that they got down in New Orleans on the water, that fish is good. I don't know what it was called, but that fish down in New Orleans on the water, baby, that ooh wee, and it be fresh too. You said I don't like catfish. It got that little something in there. It's all right, but it's not my. And oh, you put some cheese. I love some cheese on my fish too. I put that cheese on my fish. Nah, I didn't really start liking fish until I got an adult because when I was growing up, it felt like I was eating more. I had to. You know how back in the day they go fishing or what have you, and you gotta get all them bones out the fish, or if you don't, you be feeling bones going down your throat, choking this. So you got to sit there and peel the fish apart. By the time you got little bitty particles of fish you trying to eat because you done had to break it apart to get the bones out of it. I was so glad when they start filleting it or whatever they do to it to make it not have all them bones in it. But I hated fish then just for that reason because I couldn't enjoy it growing up. You said no pork, no turkey, chicken, something. No pork and no turkey. Wait, no turkey? Really? Wow. What about beef? I don't really, except the oxtails, I don't really eat too much beef. So you prefer ground beef over turkey? Ground turkey? Pray for me with the pork though, because I love some pork. I love some pork steaks. I love some bacon. Oh, mm, mm, mm. I'm not special. This is how God made us. No, you just tapped in. I get it. Yeah, people are just lost. Yeah, in a Wi-Fi of the ethers, and they lose this type of knowledge about the self. Yeah, because I never even knew that. You know, you just literally taught me something today. But I guess that do make sense if we all had to survive before all of the technology came about. How did the indigenous people do what they did, you know? He said Kobe cheese and smoked Gouda. Never had I never had Gouda cheese. No ground meat. Oh, no ground meat at all. That's like the worst of the meats. Oh, and I do love corned beef hash. I love corned beef hash. I like that. Now that, but I don't eat it often. I probably eat that like once a year. But I love some corned beef hash with a boiled egg chopped up in there, and some salt and pepper, baby. Fry it up real good. That's breakfast for you with some toast with some jelly on it. But that's I don't really do other beef outside of that. Okay, I'm gonna have to get serious this year with my diet, a little more serious. Yeah, so smoked Gouda. I'm gonna try that cheese too. See what that hit for. I be seeing all the girls on TikTok that when they be making their macaroni and cheese, they be putting like all them different cheeses in there and stuff. And I'm like, it ain't take all that for macaroni and cheese to taste that good in my day. I don't know what's all this cheese they be doing. You do that with brisket. Beef brisket. Ain't that corned beef? Or is it light corned beef? That's corned beef, ain't it? Yeah, I like a good corned beef sandwich too. What's that? For St. Patrick's Day. But then outside of that, mm-mm. But then I notice too, like this. I notice when I eat beef or pork, I gotta clean my system out, and I don't like that. Like it feel like it make me feel way down or something. So after I eat that, I have to really step back and just cleanse myself, cause it make me feel like eating a Thanksgiving meal. That's what it made me feel like I did if when I eat beef or heavy pork. The more you tune in, you can start to read the wind. Yeah, I can read the wind. I think the wind come from the east to the west. If I'm not mistaken, the wind go east to west, and then the snow go west to east. Something like that. In your natural surroundings, because they're all tuned in to God's vibration. Is that right? I think the wind go east to west, and then the snow go west to east. If I ain't mistaken, that's how it go. Let's see. I'm about to receipt it. Hey, we gonna need this information for real, for real. When everything shut down, we gonna need this information, y'all. Listen, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? It depends on a number of factors, including prevailing wind direction, the Coriolis effect. Prevailing wind is is the direction of west to east. Okay, so wind go from west to east most times. But winds are named by the direction they blow, such as north wind or west wind. Huh. Okay, so what direction do snow blow? See what snow do. East to west, because I think they opposite of each other. When the snow is blowing, you should always aim to throw the snow downwind. The heck is downwind? Meaning the same direction as the wind. Oh yeah, we know that. Check the wind before. Okay, so I had it backwards. So I think so. Wind usually wind go west to east, and then snow go east to west. Is that what it is? In John 3, to Nicodemus, the wind blow where it will, but you would not know where it's okay. So it would be with the coming of the Son of Man. Yes, it's the same. One is fresh, like a pork shoulder. Okay. Which is the beef. And the ham. Hmm. Okay. So it's like the creme de la crop. The brisket is like the creme de la crop of the cow. That's what you said. Okay. All right, y'all. So that's what I got for y'all today. Just take action on yourself. Use these tools and those little tricks too that we got today too. I'm about to take that and do my research on it and see, especially with the winds, and then get the different herbs and stuff. Mm. Oh. Oh. Okay. I like that. It's just about fine tuning it, right? Just about fine tuning in and really just that's a good little skill to have, a good big skill to have. I'm gonna stop saying little too this year. Watching my words. A good big skill to have. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't think I ever had the brisket then. I don't believe I ever had brisket before. You know, growing up, you ain't had too much meat. You eat the big from you know what I'm saying? But and so I'm not really a big trier of new stuff like that. Like I be trying now, but I don't like wasting my money if it ain't good. I don't know what it tastes like, I don't really try different stuff like that. So I don't eat the brisket. I ain't never ate brisket, but I love a good corned beef sandwich, baby, with some manchos and a Pepsi. Mm. Once a year, that'd be my love. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And I tried it with some cabbage greens too one time for St. Patrick's Day. Oh my goodness, them cabbage greens is the bomb with the corned beef. Okay. If you from the South, beef brisket is a must. No, I'm not from the South. I'm from up north, but um, my family is from the South, and so we had a lot of Southern traditions in the house. But I don't remember beef brisket. Like, see, where I come from, it was like a lot of people in the house. See, let me tell you a little story, okay? South is the pig. Yeah, I know. Because where they, it stunk too. That dude smelling that hog outside make you not even want to eat. I don't even know, understand. How do y'all raise the pig, smell that funk in the air all day when it be 120 degrees outside at the end, want to eat it? That stink. But in the South, like, I don't know. I ain't never played the dozens, y'all, okay? Because I was number 11 in my house. So I don't play the dozens. But it was 11 of us growing up, okay? And we had We didn't eat poor meals like that. Like I never had spam and all that stuff. Okay, don't get it twisted. But like I ain't never had spam, but until crazy story. But I had spam in high school, and the only reason I had spam is because we had to go on this field trip, right? And I forgot the kind of sandwich I had, but oh, I had the salami sandwich. Remember the salami? You used to have to peel that little red strip off of it, and we used to fry it up, put the cheese on it and stuff. So I love salami so much. You know how you get tired of it. So we went to school on this field trip, and my friend, she had this sandwich. It was a spam sandwich. And I'm like, what's that? She was like, you want to try it? And I'm like, yeah, I wanted to taste to see what spam tastes like because I had never had spam before in my life. I didn't even know what it looked like. Never seen a can of it or nothing. So we go on this field trip. We switch sandwiches out. Next thing you know, every time we had to bring our lunch, I'm wanting her spam sandwich because it tasted good to me, the way she fried it up and stuff. And I went home and I told my mom, like, why we ain't never had spam? She's like, girl, we ain't that poor. We ain't that poor. What the heck you asking for a spam for? So, yeah, like, we ate a lot of fish for the most part. We ate a lot of fish. But we ate a lot of, like, big meals, too, like chili and spaghetti and stuff like that. That's why I don't like spaghetti. I don't like spaghetti at all. But I love some chili. It's like at night when we wake up from a dream. I feel I need to pray. I pray, and next thing the neighborhood dogs start barking. They are tuned into the ethers and can feel and sense something in the ether. Wow. Wow, that's deep. So I was in shock. I went to a friend's cookout in Alabama and they had a whole pig in a cooler. And I thought the water and drinks. What, they had the apple in the pig? What was the pig doing? You said bologna was my first name with the government cheese. Whoa. Yeah, you had government cheese? Oh my goodness. Oh, so you had the government cheese on your bologna? I've never had government cheese either, so I can't even tell you what it looked like. All I used to hear stories of was it was a big old block, looked like the Velveeta cheese, I guess. But I ain't never had government cheese. Wow. Man, we come from some good times. Like even though it wasn't bad, it was good. It wasn't good, but it was good. It was better than most, right? But yeah, you telling your age with the government cheese, but no, I never seen a line that you had to stand in to get it. I never seen none of that. And um a lot of the foods that I ate growing up was it had to be sweet. Like I didn't really eat too much spicy stuff. Like so my chili had to be sweet. If I like when I had to eat spaghetti, it had to have sugar in it. Um, Grits. I was more it was like even a little bit with the grits. I liked it with the sugar in my grits, but because of our southern traditions, like growing up with people that had from the south, we put that cheese and that salt and pepper in them grits too, and it was good. So I liked it both ways, but it was depending on if we was having fish with our grits. But even with greens, I had to put relish in the greens. I couldn't eat black eyed peas. Like I don't eat black eyed peas to this day. Okay, but when I was forced to eat it as a kid, oh baby, we put some ketchup on them black eyed peas. Cause I'm not eating that. It's nasty. I be done gagged. So yeah, everything had to be sweet for me growing up. I couldn't. Oh, the cooler kept it warm until y'all ate it. And then y'all just cut off the pig and then just eat from it like that? Like y'all had the whole pig and just cut what y'all want, the part y'all want, and somebody just cut the foot off and put on their plate and eat it? Like that's how y'all had it in there to eat? What? Oh my goodness. This is new to me. No, we didn't do that up. We didn't do that up north. Never seen a pig in a cooler. Matter of fact, never even seen a whole pig cooked. Okay, the only time I seen a whole pig was down on the farm. Okay, down south. That's the only time when we used to ride past them big old fields and you see all them little stinker pigs out there and doing what they do. That's the only time I seen the actual pig. Never seen to that cookout. That's amazing. Never. Go to show you what they do. Put it on the grill. They must have put that thing on a grill, on a big old that smoker thing. That make it brown. Yeah, that's some deep, deep, deep South stuff, ain't it? You said you were shocked too. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy because that's how some people eat and that's how they live. I don't judge, but it's amazing to hear stuff like that because I've never seen that type of stuff a day in my life. The only thing we put on the grill was steaks and ribs and hot dogs and hamburgers. We never had nothing outside of that at the barbecue. And I don't think I ever went to no, I ain't never went to no barbecue down south either. Now that pulled pork, we used to have that. Like they had that a lot down south when you go to eat down south, them barbecue thing. But they didn't have it. You didn't see them barbecuing. You just go to the party and they got it already pulled and stuff. And then they had them little nasty hush puppies and stuff all everywhere you go. I was like, whoa, is this like the bread or something? You said you don't eat pork anyways. Yeah. Yeah, if I saw the pig like that, I probably, I see, my grandma used to eat souse meat, but I didn't really eat it growing up. So my friend mother, she had used to eat it all the time with some sharp cheese and stuff and some crackers. And so I used to be like, oh, I want some. And she used to always, we go to the store and she'd get enough for all of us, right? And I'm eating it, it's good and stuff. And then one day I was just looking at the meat. I'm like, what the heck is this? And she told me what it was. I was like, nope, I don't want no more. I was done with it, okay? As good as it tasted before I knew what it was. But just looking at it, I'm like, what is this white stuff in here? What is this? Why it look like this? And you ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me no more. But I'm a very picky. Well, I was as a kid, especially, but a very picky eater. It wasn't too much I wanted, but I did like the things that most kids didn't like. Like I love some rutabaga. Okay, if I could find somebody today that cook a good old rutabaga for me, baby, I'll tear it up. I love cabbage, okra, um, Brussels sprouts. I love that because I had to eat it growing up. But yeah, you said what the hell is hog head cheese and why? Yeah, I heard of it. I don't know what that is either. Is it cheese or is it something else? But yeah, what is it? Hog head cheese. I seen pickle pig feet. I be like, what? You eating a foot? Don't get me wrong now. I tear a tail up, a turkey tail, a ox tail, and all of that, but I ain't never had a foot ever. But not a chicken foot, a duck foot, or a pig foot. Mm-mm. And they be pickling that stuff down south. I just be looking in amazement because I ain't never had pickle nothing but a pickle, a perkle, and one of them perkles, them Them perkles. I had that, but I ain't never had a pickled nothing else. You said you talking my language with them vegetables for sure. Turnips my thing. Turnips a little tart. No, that's mustard. Mustard nasty. That's the nasty one. But I love some collards. I love collard greens. Put a little vinegar on there, some relish, and some onions. Ooh wee. Yes, it is. Praise the Lord. The reason behind scripture of clean and unclean animals for food is because the food itself works as part of tuning the body for healing and health, vibration or negative, dense vibration. Indeed, I really believe that. Especially when you think about the anger of a pig, how angry they are, and how they eat everything. Like they don't have no limits on what they don't eat. They will eat the scrap. And then I just think about too. I try not to think about it, but you ever see the cows? You ever see the thing where they had that needle and they just poke that needle in the back of the cow and all of this pus just come out of the cow and it be like, ugh. And then they don't even try to squeeze it to get the rest of it out. They just let whatever drain, and they leave the rest inside and give it some medicine. Like we put that into our system. We ingest that into there. And then I think about like the fear, like what energy of the animal that you eat, right? So it don't matter what animal it is. Just think about slaughter day when the animal know that it's about to go to the slaughterhouse because they rounding them up and they doing everything. I think about the fear that that animal starts to carry right before they get on that slaughter bed or what have you, you know? And then how that energy is transferred into us because it's like they go away in that fight or flight mode because they're trying to get away. You know what I mean? It's not like it's one of them off guards, put to sleep type situations. They actually got tensed up, whatever they got in their body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about that as well. The energy that they carrying when they, for how they're being put in the grocery stores. The Swiss chard too, but I love. Never had Swiss chard, but I love green vegetables. Yeah, I do too. I love some vegetables, except salad. Salad is one that's got to grow on me. I eat salad from time to time, but that it remind me of cold food, remind me of rabbit food. So I like to do it hot. So I love all them green vegetables. The fat in a pig is actually yummy, but not good for us. Yeah, them ham hocks be good. They season them greens up too, baby. Them ham hocks and them turkey tails, some good old seasoning. Mm-hmm. Ham hocks and what else they put in there? Oh no, but mm-mm. Ain't none of it good for us. You know what? At the end of the day, ain't nothing good for us. We can't eat too much or nothing. All we supposed to eat is the greenery, huh? I guess. Fruits is supposed to be our water, and the vegetables supposed to be our food. And you know they tell us that when we eat the meat that we're going to get certain different vitamins and stuff, but it's because the animal is eating the greenery. Like we could just bypass the animal and get straight to the greenery if we want this vitamin, right? But because we have been conditioned to eat it, that is something that, yeah, got to be unlearned to relearn to not want again. But I do see a lot of people taking cauliflower and making different meat type style meals. You know what I mean? Like they'll make chicken out of it or whatever. Like they'll do imitation chicken out of the cauliflower or what have you, and it's seasoning that bad boy up, and baby, it tastes like the real deal, I guess. I never had it, but and I don't. I'm not that advanced of a cook to be trying to turn other stuff into other stuff. So I would have to, eat it somewhere else. Have somebody else do it to make it like that until I learn. But because with all the seasonings you gave me today, baby, putting it on some cauliflower and calling it something else, it probably will actually be very good. He said that's why I don't eat any kind of ground meat no more. Of my childhood favorite meatloaf, I eat no more. Yeah, I ain't had meatloaf in years. Probably since I was a kid or a young adult. I haven't had meatloaf in a long time. It was good when I ate it, but it's not. It wasn't nothing I carried to me, with me. But it was a good meal, meatloaf. It's some steaks that get me. They got me like this. Only in a miracle they put me in the chokehold. Okay, them steaks, them pork blade round steak. What they call it, pork blade steaks, baby. The ribeyes, all the steaks is good, but steaks is really and bacon. That pork and that ground beef. But other than that, I guess turkey ain't good either. Or it's fake or something. I don't know. Cause you said you don't eat turkey, but I like ground turkey over ground meat. Like it's much leaner and they got all that grease and stuff in there. You know, cause I love chili. Like that's chili. You gotta have that at least once a month. Okay. It's got to be spicy a little bit, just a little bit, because I don't really like spicy food. And then it got to be sweet a lot of it. Oh, the best. Mushrooms is a great, yeah. Mushrooms is a great replacement for meat, especially in rice and pasta with vegetables and tofu. Ain't tofu soy? Oh, my goodness. My stomach hurt, y'all. We talk about food. My stomach's starting to hurt. I heard mushrooms is like that too. I love mushrooms too, but I never really made other stuff with it. Hmm. Now pasta, I stopped eating pasta because pasta was my number one go-to at a restaurant. I love pasta, but I had to get away from that pasta. It wasn't no good for me, baby. Rice is another one. I used to love rice for breakfast with eggs in it, like scramble some eggs and put it in my rice. I used to love some rice too, but I gotta kind of be careful with the rice. Like I still play with it a little bit, but pasta I had to cut it away. Except every now and again, I will treat myself to some Alfredo, but I had to do away with that pasta altogether. It's bad for me, bad. Ooh, now that right there, that's worse than the meat. That's what caused the